Good morning and happy, yeah, it's Wednesday, so happy Wednesday. Um, it is 7:25 here in Amarillo, Texas. Um, Grab your coffee. I'm using my Dom's coffee cup this time because I filled it up and he had to go to work, so and he told me to uh, drink it, so I'm drinking it. So, the joys, the joys, the joys. Yesterday, like I was saying, part try one. We had it was an interesting day yesterday. So first it was me, my Dom, and his friend Charles. I mean, he's also my friend, but he's more or less like my Dom's friend. Um, and then Mark, who used to work there, came by, and so it was like three boys and one woman. What's going on here with this? This is what I was thinking. I'm like, three boys, one girl. I feel misplaced, and yeah. So there's that. But we had fun. We talked. Spicy Dog was interesting. He surprised me with ice play, and I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, but it was very cold. And it was out of the blue, so. But it was, I've had ice play before, but he made it pleasurable. I had it where, they just. Yeah. So, it was so funny this morning, though. I mean, really funny. My Dom didn't want to go to work today at all. Like, he seriously, we was watching cartoons. He looked at the time and he's like, I don't want to go to work. And I looked at him and I was like, are we being a little bratish this morning, Daddy? He's like, yeah. He's like, I don't want to go to work. And I'm like, have fun, people, with that, because you get to deal with the brattiness. I always say, and I say this, and with all due respect to all Doms, even my Dom admits it, that Doms are nothing but brats that get away with it. So, with that being said, Doms, you cannot get all butthurt. Because if my Dom says it, then you know it's true. And I mean, I've been saying this for years now. I mean, me and my friend Kat, we would always say, you Doms are nothing but big, huge fucking brats. Y'all just get away with it. So yeah. He had me tickled this morning, though. That was cute. I was like, and when I was sitting here with him, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. I asked him. I said, Daddy, did you see Nikki today at the center? And he's like, yeah. I think it was like around 1:30, 2 o'clock that she finally came. That's what he said. And he's like, what? I was like, well, I tried calling her and I texted her yesterday and I never got a reply. He's like, yeah, they probably were up all night again and slept in all day. And I'm like, yeah, don't make it for it. I don't know how I feel about this new upcoming events of my daughter on meth. I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. I mean, I can't really do anything about it. And I wish I could. So let's get to the color of the day, shall we? He really, really liked the fact that when he came back from seeing uh, Charles to the thing and came back, and I was in a position, he was very pleased with that. And I had every intention of doing that when he came home, but Charles was here. Charles came in and I had to hold the dog and I was like, ugh. So this kind of put a temper on that, but I still ended up doing it. And boy, do I have to do freaking stretches, yeah. Because the position that he had me in last night, yeah, I got to stretch out my legs. Oh. So, there's that. I have a nice little bruise on my shoulder right here, where he bit. Now, if you're new to the kink community, or if you're not of the kink community, and you're wondering, oh, he bit you and he left a bruise, that's no. Okay, so everything is consensual. All right, we talked about this the first night that I was here, and the night I became his submissive. We went over limits, we went over boundaries, we went over negotiations, what is negotiable, and everything like that. So so the biting is consensual because it is part of play. It is also part of the scene. Everything that we do in a scene is consensual because he already knows my kinks and my likes and my dislikes and everything like that. So it's consensual. Trust me, there was no pain. So you could calm down and simmer down. My puppy dog is very quiet today. I don't get that. I really don't. But hopefully she'll perk up, because she's usually freaking hyper as fuck. She has food, so I don't have to put food in her bowl. She is usually hyper and spastic. She'll probably get her wind when later on during the day, or when Daddy gets home. So, okay. I think that's a good shuffle. The Two of Pentacles. About balance. There we go. Okay. So it says, this playful owl in training is practicing his magic with 2 pentacles. Gold coins. He has to multitask and learn how to float 2 or more items in the air at the same time. In the beginning, it was overwhelming, trying to juggling different energies, but with practice, and it has become easier and easier. The owl's secret to success is staying calm and focusing on one step at a time. You might be balancing 2 things at once, like this pentacle owl, but it's not as hard as it looks. When you break the situation down and move your wings one flap at a time, it is not as much work as you had thought. In fact, you are getting really good at doing 2 things at the same time. You might even be ready for more tasks as long as you are enjoying your work and it is bringing you joy. Then stay in that busy flow. Oh, good. So that's for the collective. 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Now, y'all want to be with me when I do my little cleanse here. Hold on. Alright, there we go. So what I like to do, and it's kind of like a reset for the reset cleanse for the cards, is I like to put them all in order. So I go through every card, and I get out all the 5s, and I put that in a pile, and just go from there. All the 2s in a pile, all the 3s in one pile, all the 6s. Etc., so forth. And then I do all the queens and all the, yeah. So it's a process. Oh, goodness gracious, my back. I still like that Ten of Swords. I think that has to be like one of my most favorite cards in here so far. In the Star, I like that Star. I do. Oh. Four of those. Four of those. Put that one down. And I love the double owl card. Look at that beautiful red fucking owl. That's beautiful. Just beautiful. So I'm gonna start so yeah, there's like that, and so we kind of had like a full house, you know, and I was talking to Mark, and I said, you know, I tell David, I said, all y'all are glorified, underpaid babysitters. I said, because, okay, now let me explain. Most of those people that are at that center have the mentality of a child or a teen or something. And therefore, it's like they get all butthurt when, you know, David or Heather or when Mark was there, you know, how, you know, he had to be hard. I mean, but you have to be, because you're dealing with the masses here. I mean, a lot of people in one area, you know. So, I mean, they have to be hard. And these idiots thinking that they are they're being mean, or they're targeting them, and that's not, I mean, that's like not the case at all. I mean, I see, and I will always, no matter what, I will always stick up for David and Heather and most of the crew there, except for Kevin. And I will explain why Kevin. Okay, why he's exempt from the whole shebang because he's an asshole. He's a first grade asshole. Now, let me go into more detail why he's an asshole. Okay, so my daughter, who is non-binary, gender fluent, and poly. So she's in the LGBTQ plus community, and he has a thing. He has a great animosity for people that are in that community, and I'm like, why? Okay, that is their preference. They're not putting that on you at all, dude. That's your own shadow work to do because there's some deep-seated, rooted issues there. If the person that is of that community is not even pushing their beliefs or how they are on you, and you getting butthurt and you getting offensive and you hate it, and yeah, so there's some deep seated rooted issues there that you need to self evaluate why you feel this way so strongly this way, and I mean, really reflect on it. I mean, is those emotions validated? Has anybody done anything to you to offend you in order to feel like that? I mean, because my daughter doesn't do anything wrong to that dude at all. I mean, okay, her drama, yes, but she's not pressuring him to be bi or gay or gender fluent or freaking non-binary or anything like that. She sees it as, you know, that's you. That's your preference. You prefer straight. I prefer, you know, more than one partner. I'm bi, so, you know, there's that. But that's my preference. You know what I'm saying? She that's how she sees it and perceives it. You know, my preference is my preference. This is who I am. Your preference is your preference. I do not shame straights or anything like that. So, I mean, so I don't know what his problem is, but he seriously needs to do some shadow work on that one. Okay. So yeah, yeah, there's just, I don't know what his ordeal is. He's a first grade asshole. You know, and I try to be respectful of him, but when he fucking pisses me off, I guarantee you I'm gonna fucking say something about it. But that's just me, and you know, when I love the Ten of Swords, I mean, that is an ominous card. But yeah, sorry, I got scrolled. You know, so, and Brian's pretty cool. I like him. We've talked when I worked, you know, and tried to explain stuff because I said I needed a bus pass because I had to work that day or that next day, and They only give. It's odd. It's odd. That's all I'm going to say to that. It's odd. I mean, you should give them out to people that are actually working or have interviews. But it is what it is. I don't get it. I'm thinking, and the 9 of Swords is a pretty card too. I love it. It's cooling down. How is it freaking overheating? Stupid phone. I had no trouble with iPhones. None. When I had my iPad, when I had my iPhone, no trouble. Didn't run out of fucking space. Now don't get me wrong. I am very grateful for this phone. And the man that is letting me use it, he takes very good care of me. I'm very, very taken care of in all aspects. So okay, I'm fixing to go look and see what is it's number 2. Okay, so I think 2 is the High Priestess, and it keeps on saying it's running hot. Yep, the High Priestess. So okay, Ray. That's enough of that. That one. That one. %. I love this card. This is such a sweet card. It just brings these little warm feelings of love. think the next one is the. Oh, I'm missing one. And none of those. Those are good. I think it's the Empress and then the Herd. As many times as I do this, you would think that I'd have it memorized by now. Not yet. I'm getting there. Okay, yeah, the Empress. So then I'll get mixed up. Gotcha. It's the Emperor next. Yep. Emperor. So like is the Hierophant. Oh, I need to keep it. Oops. Completely forgot about that. Give it a good look through. Okay. It's tedious work. Alright, let's see. Tedious work. Next will be the Lovers after the Hierophant. Knight and Aces. Here's the Lovers. There's the Ace. Yeah. Nope. Okay.